Okay, this one's just a quickie. If you've ever owned, or if you own, one of those 6 to 900 to 1200 LED panels that you use for video, what you may have found in the past, possibly in the present, and more likely in the future, is some of those LEDs die. When they die, kind of looks a bit like this. So what you can see is we've got 3 LEDs out here, 3 LEDs out there, and occasionally you get LEDs that flicker. Now this, if you've paid several £100, you know, £100, whatever it is, you're going to be angry and upset, and you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to send this thing back. But what do you do if it's out of warranty? You know, I mean, you could trash it, or it's actually not incredibly difficult to fix. So this one is uncased. Basically what I've got is just going to connect it directly to the DC, but yeah, here's an issue. I'm going to turn it full up just to see if there's any flickering. So we've got a flickering one there, could be a potential problem, but what we're going to do is, let's turn that back down. What we're going to do is we're going to diagnose and fix these, or at least the 2, and it is only 2 because the way these are wired up, they're wired up in groups of 3. So what you've got is actually only one of these is faulty here and one of these is faulty here. So what I tend to do is, so we've got it lit up, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark off the rows. So that row there has got one out, and I'm going to mark across there, and that basically means when I flip this over I can see, just by working along the grid, which one of the LEDs is out. So I'll do the same here, so that's on row 3 there, come across and then down there, and yeah, it's going to be one of these is out. So next thing is whip out the power, because you never want to repair these things while it's plugged in, and let's flip it over and have a look. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in our multimeter. So this is mine, and it's a cheapy jobby. I'm just going to whack it onto diode test. If you've never seen this, there are lots of really good explainer videos out there on YouTube, far better than I can do. But what you do is you grab a D, you grab an LED, like so, and generally what happens is the long ones are positive, the short ones are negative, and generally in electrics is the red ones positive and black ones are negative. Not being racist. So what we're going to do is just pull those apart, and then positive on there, negative on there, and if it lights up, look at that, it lights up, so that means that LED is working. So what we want to do now is we're going to have a look on the board and find out which one of the LEDs on here is not working. So having previously marked it, so it's on this row here, so one of these is not working, so it goes like so. He says, let's look. Okay, so it's that LED there is not working. So what we'll do is we're going to mark the LED as being faulty. And that one's going to be the first one to get changed, and then we'll have a look. And I think it's about row 5, so it's row 5. About here. And then there, so it's this group here. We'll do the same thing again. That one's working. The middle one's not. Interesting. So That one definitely is. That one is. And that one definitely isn't. And it is always worth giving them multiple tests just to be sure. But we can generally agree that that one there is duff. So that's the multimeter done. So the next thing is just get these duff LEDs out. So what I like to do is a bit of desoldering braid and stick some flux on it, because the flux is just excellent at wicking the solder up and getting it off the board. Now what they've done here is they will have plugged the LEDs in and then twisted them slightly, so you can see that they sort of go off in that direction and that direction, so these aren't going to pull out easily. They're going to need a little bit of finagling. So what I'll do is stick that on there and watch as the flux just carries the solder up there. And that one there. So these ones are the Nanguang CN600 and were formerly in a golf place. People were using them for high-speed framing, for high-speed shooting. And they say no user serviceable parts inside. What they mean is it has been designed not to be taken apart by random people like you or myself. However, just because they say so doesn't mean it is so. So that's those two desoldered. What I'm going to do is, hopefully, because they never just pop up by themselves, so we're going to persuade those out. That's one. No, really, that's one. And then here's two. 5. Okay, so that's those two out of the way, and let's give ourselves some fresh LEDs. Now it is always worth testing before you chuck an LED into the board. Just because QC, basically. You do your own QC, you make sure everything's working, save yourselves the trouble of actually having to do this sort of stuff twice. And ta-da, it is working. Okay, so we get these plugged in. can actually see which way these go. Because they're kind of aligned the same way. So positive was off here to the right. So let's get that one in. And spray those legs. And let's do this one here. Let's spray those legs. So what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to do the weird thing of throwing them off in random directions. Just make sure that they're properly seated. Like, and that one isn't. There you go, that's better. Okay, and then let's get them soldered in. Bit of heat on the pad. And that's one. And that's two. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, that's messy. Well, yeah. Did I say I was an expert? No. Oh, actually, a lot of that mess is just flux. So, those are in. And just for shits and giggles, what we're going to do is, let's have a look, and just make sure that I've done what I said I'd do. Ha! There you go. So, all fixed and in less than, well, less than a few minutes. Easily done.